I woke up thinking everything was normal until I saw a message on her phone that made my blood run cold. I had spent years laughing at the same jokes, sharing breakfast, planning our future, believing we were walking the same path. But the message revealed she had been living a completely different life, a hidden life, parallel to mine, where I wasn't the partner she wanted, maybe not even the person she needed. This is that story. We met in college, not in a movie moment, but over coffee and shared late-night study sessions. We fit together in a way that felt effortless, though imperfect. Our friends joked that we were made for each other, and we laughed along. We dated, and over time, built a bond that felt solid. After graduation, we married. We bought a small house, a modest car, and adopted a dog. Not glamorous, not extravagant, just ours. We celebrated birthdays quietly, cooked together on weekends, and slowly settled into a life that seemed comfortable, predictable, safe. I believed we were happy. Truly, I did. At first, the changes were so subtle, so easily dismissed. A deleted message here, a pause before answering there, a perfume I didn't recognize lingering in the hall. Nothing shocking, nothing dramatic, just small shadows at the edges of my awareness. Shadows I chose to ignore, telling myself life is complicated, people get busy. But those shadows began to grow slowly. Tuesday nights became late work. Friday mornings were team breakfasts. Saturday afternoons, errands downtown. I didn't question it. I trusted her. Yet, receipts started showing up. Expensive dinners, 2 drinks, gas stations in towns I never heard of. At first, I rationalized it. A long work week, a busy life, until I started noticing patterns too precise to be coincidence. One night, she returned home later than usual, her hair brushed differently, her eyes brighter when looking at her phone than at me. It was a long meeting, she said, casual, but her voice didn't match her eyes. I didn't accuse, didn't ask. I simply listened, because sometimes silence reveals more than questions ever can. I began observing carefully, not in a way that would feel invasive, but like a scientist watching an experiment unfold. I tracked routines, noticed the phone always on silent, logged receipts, locations, and unexplained trips. Every detail, every pattern I cataloged quietly. I wasn't angry yet, just attentive, patient, waiting. Weeks passed. One afternoon I noticed something on her laptop. A draft message, never sent, never finished. Words about feeling unseen, unloved, trapped. Not by me alone, but by her life, by the life we had built together. I saved the draft, and with that single document, everything I believed began to shift. The life I thought I shared felt like a house of cards. I wanted to confront her immediately. I wanted to yell, scream, beg, but I didn't, not yet. Confrontation gives people a chance to hide, to spin their story, to convince you of a reality that isn't true. So I waited. I observed. I remembered every laugh, every glance, every silent detail, and stored it in my mind like evidence waiting for the right moment. Then came the slip, the subtle clue that confirmed my growing suspicion. Her phone lit up, not with my name, but another. A single-line preview. See you tonight. That was enough, not to explode, not to accuse, just to know. I documented every moment after that. Every late night, every deleted text, every unexplained expense. 2 flights she never mentioned. Hotel stays in cities she never told me about. Piece by piece, the truth formed itself, like a puzzle I never wanted to solve. Each piece tore at my sense of reality. Each image, each message was a silent punch to my chest. She wasn't just cheating. She was living a double life. Not only physically with someone else, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually, away from me. A second apartment, a weekend getaway, a life separate from ours. And yet, in the photographs, in the evidence, I realized the worst part. She wasn't hiding from me. She was hiding from the life she chose to share with me. She was hiding from commitment, from intimacy, from responsibility, from the very life we promised to build together. Then came the confrontation. I didn't plan it. One evening, she walked in, smiling, comfortable, unaware of what I knew. I sat her down, no yelling, no doors slammed, just truth. I laid out everything, receipts, messages, photos, patterns, slowly, deliberately, so she could see the full scope of her choices. She didn't deny a single thing, not once. just looked at me, not with guilt, not with regret, but with calm indifference. She finally spoke. Her words cut deeper than any anger could. "I'm not sorry for what I did. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I wasn't happy, and I needed to be happy." Not a confession of love for someone else, but a confession of self-betrayal. She cheated not because of him, but because of herself. She was chasing fulfillment she felt she couldn't find in our life, and I, apparently, wasn't part of that picture anymore. We didn't fight, we didn't shout, we didn't cry for hours or beg for reconciliation. We simply walked away from each other. She packed her things, I stayed. The house felt empty, not because she left, but because I realized I was alone long before she ever walked out the door. This story isn't about revenge, it's not about anger, it's not about hurting her back. It's about truth. Sometimes the biggest betrayal isn't the act itself, but the silence that allows it to grow unnoticed year after year. I didn't lose her the day she left. I lost her the day she stopped fighting for us, the day she stopped caring enough to stay, even in the quiet, mundane moments where love truly lives. Silence is a truth too, and sometimes it speaks louder than words. And that silence taught me more than any confrontation ever could.